Font, welcome in. Welcome in. Wow, right at the start of stream. I hope you're doing wonderfully. Yay. Okay. I'm just finishing my setup. There's a couple of things I have to set up just after I go live. Just small things to ensure that, what do you call it? The stream is all nice and running as best as it can. Alright. Let's jump. Where's my chat? The goal today is to finish maxing out all the guys' hearts, and then with any luck, to jump into trying to get that cutscene activated. Let me just pull up my Stardew. Okay. So, looked like something just flew by. My lighting isn't super great yet. I do not have the specialty lighting, but I will get that very soon. I just have to dig a little bit, do some homework, so to speak, and make sure that everything is up to par. It looks like when the game is bright, it's not too bad. I've got like a desk lamp mitigating on this side, but now that I'm looking at it, this side could do with a lamp, but I don't have enough lamps. Happy Monday, happy June. June is a special time. I'm just being a little kid by saying because it's my birth month. So, and apparently my stream affiliate anniversary is happening in like a few days. I think it was in May. That's the thing, is I thought it was in May, but I guess it's June, early June. So I may do something. I'm thinking of doing a bonus stream on, like, is the desk lamp some? I wish. It is a very cute lamp. It's like a brassy, like, it's like a brass lamp. I don't like, it's the bright light. I don't like it. But no, I do have one little desk owl here. Oh, he's so dang cute. Oh my god. And I have the big boy here, who most people seem to find terrifying, but I think he's a sweetie. I think he's adorable. I think barn owls are just very misunderstood. But it could be that he's a little stooped. So maybe just, I don't know. Maybe that's where... I think he's cute. But I've been hearing owls all morning. The barred owls are particularly active. And they're active, I've been wondering why I can't hear anything and my... Am I muted? Wait, am I muted? I've been wondering why I can't hear anything and my phone's connected to my... Wait. No, I'm not. Okay, I was about to say... I don't want to pet. I'm so... Aw, phone's connected to my headphones downstairs. Aw. Well, it could be worse. It could be like if you're watching something questionable like in the bathroom and it's connected to like a Bluetooth speaker system and there's like a party. I mean, I don't know. Oh, no. Alex, welcome in. Happy Monday. My lighting will improve. Your green screen isn't fully covering. There's a crack showing. Where? Watch it pour in the bathroom. If you didn't know, where is the crack? Is it microphone side or the non-microphone side, I guess. But that's good to know. Oh, like that? Is that now covering? Microphone side, gotcha. Yeah, it must have shifted. That fixed it. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I just have to get used to this. I probably want to do that just for a laugh. I could connect to speaker and search for something with feet. Yeah, it's gotta be, yeah, it has to be feet. Make sure they're, like, talking about, like, getting in between the toes, and I don't know. I don't know what, like, serious, like, foot fetish people do, but anyway, welcome. Happy Monday. Oh, no, don't sleep, don't sleep, don't sleep. Okay, I don't remember when last we left off. Okay, dang it, I am still maxing out Sam. I'm also avoiding the thing. The saloon. Okay, it's a neutral spirits day. I'm gonna drink a little tea. But I think that'd be funny. It's weird. I hate feeding my partner. I still find the nothing wrong with that, Vaunt. You know the funny things when you're really in love with someone? How do I say this? You just love everything about your partner. Like, everything. It doesn't have to be, like, it's just the little things that make your partner who they are, if that makes sense. It's special. The little thing. Lex, welcome in. Lex, your color is really snazzy. That shade of, like, it's like a denim blue. Do you see my cactus family here? I just have, the game has, for whatever reason, the RNG has graced me with an absurd amount of cactus. But, I mean, if that is the way the cookie decided to crumble on this save file, I guess who am I to... Exactly, I saw something the other day that made me laugh. It said, "It's a weird world when I will eat my partner's booty, but I won't eat the brown bit on it." I mean, it's true. It's very true. You have Razor Raymond energy today. What the hell is Razor Raymond energy? I'm taking that as a compliment, but I don't know what Razor Raymond is. At first I thought the comment was, "A streamer needs to shave," but I'm like, I think I've shaved. I'm fairly shaven. But this is okay. Razor Raymond? I'm fairly shaven! You never watched wrestling when you were... I didn't, no. No, I didn't. Google image him? Okay, you know what? I have to know. Aw, Lex thinks I look like a wrestler. That's fun! I knew my hours at the gym would pay off. Razor Raymond. Okay, you know what? I love it. I love it. I just got out of the shower like 10 minutes. Well, 20. Well, I got it out of the shower like 10 minutes before streaming. So my hair is still like, I don't blow dry my hair or heat stuff. That's so, it's short. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Did I pet these little guys? I think I did. Okay, it looks like I did. That's really funny. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I am gonna show that to my husband, because I think he's gonna get such a kick out of it. If I'm being real. Okay, all these animals that are just, like, stacked on top of each other make me think that I probably missed something. Of course, I missed... Oh, I'm missing Alex, the duck. Where's Alex? There he is. Oh, I'm so close to mastery. From now on, you're his daughter. Okay. Razor Raymond. I'm right here. Alex, oh my god, we finished It Takes Two on Saturday. What a wild ride that was. Pronounced Ramon. Oh, Razor Ramon? Okay, gotcha. Razor Ramon. I kind of like that more. Well, you guys can call me Ramon, should you wish. I will, try to respond to that. Okay, I'm about ready to have that conversation. You should play Played Up for a Laugh. I'm wondering if my husband has that game. He was one of the coolest wrestlers. Let me get on the pewter. Oh, yay. Oh, I look forward to this. I'm looking forward to hearing your, full, like, unfiltered, thoughts. Do not eat the truffle. Just pick up some more truffles. Just not watching wrestling when she was little is the least surprising thing ever. Is it? Aw. Well, yeah, I didn't really watch, I did not watch wrestling. The pewter, Alex is either 4 or 74. You run your own kitchen. Oh my god, you know what? One of my favorite streamers, a couple years ago, I don't remember when, played Up. It's a game where it's like, you're like, if I'm remembering correctly, isn't the one where you have a bunch of people who are putting in orders and you have to like fill the orders, but you have to get the orders right, and then it just kind of becomes if I'm remembering correctly, is that it? Is that the one? The game that I'm thinking of is like chat interact, so chat can join, and so members of chat can like put in orders and. Oh, that would be fun. I do want to play games like that with chat. I don't own... Okay, so my husband definitely does not own Played Up. Play Pizza Tower. Oh, wait, you know that, yeah. What? Okay. Oh, before I forget, it's Sam. I have something that he likes. Okay, I'm gonna give him the maple bars. Venom! We have now confirmed the... Oh! Maple bar. Where's my maple bar? There it is. Okay. Hopefully that maxes him out. Oh, I should get, Krobus a little present, too. Because he's been such a good little goober. Only bannable if I say it. Oh yeah, when people, oh my god, when chatters do the fake age like meme. The thing is, I kind of wish Twitch would understand like that's a meme, like the ha ha ha, I'm X years old, but it's like you can get in trouble if you're a streamer and you don't take action, because that could be, it's seen as you enabling TOS violations. They don't make sweaters like they used to. Cookies! Wow! I took these cookies out of the trash. Only banned if say I love seeing people get banned for that. Yeah, you gotta. It's sometimes when you're a streamer, you gotta do the sorry buddy, I gotta boop you because you said something that, puts streamer in a bad spot. That's always the tricky thing, is like the oh no, a chatter. Alright, let's see how we're doing with Krobus. Krobus must really... Wow! Last time I remember it was like 5 hearts. When did we get this high up? Happy affiliate anniversary. Oh, I gotta do something, don't I? I should do something. I've scolded a couple Aura chatters about her. Yeah, well, people need to be told that. That showed up in my chat box. Yeah, apparently I got affiliate this time 4 years ago, so it's 4 years of being affiliate. So, Aura chatters. It's so that Twitch will ban even when the account has been around. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, clearly this person is not this number of years because they've been around longer. Still not a partner. I know, right? What's up with that? Yeah, we're not partner yet, guys. We're not partner. It's okay. The thing is, I have not actively done a push for partner. What's an aura chatter? Don't worry about it. An aura chatter is someone who chats in the bald man's so the bald man being orator in his community. he's got it's a large streamer with like over 1,000. All right, we've maxed out Sam. Okay, so we'll just trigger his 10 heart event, assuming the rest of his events are fully unlocked. Alright, Kako, what am I? I'm just going to pretend to know what that is. Oh, Vod, it's all good. A lot of people in my community are, also in his community. And there's a lot of absolutely serious and very mature and not questionable, not degenerate conversations that happen in that community. It's very tame. The chat is very, very well behaved, and you can have very deep... Actually, the weird thing is you can occasionally have incredibly deep conversations that happen at a... Oh, David, welcome in. Thank you for the affiliate anniversary greeting. Yeah, apparently, as of this month, I have been 4 years affiliate, and I should probably celebrate. I should probably do something about it. I found it by searching Stardew on the search bar and clicking through. Oh, like me? Did you find me or you found Aura? All the deep conversations must happen in German. That must be the case. That must be it. I just, I usually lurk. No, you found... Oh, I'm so happy. I'm glad. I'm glad you found this, Vaunt. Vaunt, I can't remember if I shared, because I know we geeked out about, ACOTAR. I think the first time you hung out. But I think you would appreciate knowing that I finished my first ever Twisted Sisters book. It was Hollow, the one that came out, I think it was November of last year. I didn't read it in November. I started it fairly later, but I finished it last night, and I'm so, like, giddy, but also like, oh, I can't be in that world until the second book comes out. But very excited. It's very good. Ooh, let's see. Crystal watches me be antisocial and fight with people. Yeah, Lex, you're something else. Bro, I thought we had a real party. I'll stay anyway. We should. So I'm thinking of doing if I can, and if we don't like have to take the car to the shop. I haven't announced it yet because I need to talk to my husband about the logistics. I might do a bonus stream on Friday. I think I want to, but I think I might do like a returning to, the weird thing is I think people from those days some people occasionally do still watch me. Back in like 2014, before affiliate was even a thing, I streamed the King's Quest games, and so I was thinking of streaming King's Quest on Friday as kind of like a bonus thing, and then just sort of deferring, like I'll kind of yeah, but I want to do King's Quest because I have the AGD version that is fully voice acted, so I thought that would be kind of charming to play like a point and click for and then just kind of vibe with the goofiness. But let's see, I thought Aura was that cringy kids referred to when they did something unremarkable. Wait, what is that? Is that like the new 6-7? Is that like the new, what is the toilet? Skibbity. The new Skibbity. I don't know. I hear that too, or I hear something called aura farming. But like, I'm from the weird Nintendo niche community of Mario Maker people who follow the streamer who happens to be called Aura. I can't help it if someone is always saying something dumb in there. Gotta regulate them. I don't know. I hear them say, I lost Aura. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm too old. I'm too old for this. Aura forming just means flossing, or like flossing your teeth. Or like the floss thing, like the dance that the young cool people do. I think that's... Is it... It's called flossing, right? That dance, like the, God, what is it? The game that... Fortnite. Or is it Overwatch? Oh, dear God. Okay, streamer is clueless. Streamer is Razor Ramon today. You grew up when flossing was slang. Showing off. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just trying to understand. It means to show off, to gain clout. To floss means to show off, to gain... Oh, is that because, like, when you floss your teeth, you're kind of, like, flexing? Because a lot of people don't floss their teeth. I'm just trying to understand. I have a degree in linguistics, and even I can't keep up with the times. But it's important to understand how language evolves, or devolves, or... Stop trying to make sense of it! Okay. When I went back to uni to study, when I was 27, I got told I had aura by some little twerp because drove a Mercedes and sat in the back corner of the room. Oh, that's fancy. Exactly. Well, I know, like the new age, it's like, oh, your aura is pink today. Like having an aura be a specific color, or like your aura is shimmery, like your energetic aura. I know that. It's like your aura today is very gray and stormy. Yeah, Lex, your aura. Your aura is bold! It will be. So from that day, I have assumed that aura is that thing that cringy people care about. Oh. That's fascinating. That is actually fascinating. Hey, I want that hazelnut. I want that hazelnut. I always sit by the window in class so I can be the main character in the anime. I was always a front and center sitter. And part of that was it became a habit because before I wore glasses and my vision was going bad, front and center was the only place I could actually see the instructor and the board. So that's why I sat front and center, but also because I was just that kid. I was that Do you seem cool? Aura just means coolness factor. Do you seem cool? I'm not cool. I don't even seem cool. I'm wearing a shirt that says Tern, which is the name of my favorite character who's a dragon in one of the books I really liked. It's Fourth Wing. Tern is one of the dragons. Tern is the big, black, big dragon. I think he's cool. He's my favorite. I'm going back to study my PA! I'm going to sit in the middle of the front. Yes, heck yes. Font, you don't have to share anything personal if you don't want to, but as a fellow academic who eventually wants to get a PhD when the stars align for it, I just have to know what you're getting your PhD in. You do not have to share if you're not comfortable, but that's exciting, and I wish you the best of luck. I really do. That's awesome. Aura farming is doing something to increase or flaunt. Oh, your coolness factor. Oh! Okay. So when you're farming aura, you're farming for coolness factor. Oh my god, I get it. This is fascinating. Xander's dragon. Big black, big dragon. Crystal, you definitely are cool, but I will agree you don't seem cool. You're not wrong, Lux. But the fact that you, yeah, I know huff farming, because every now and then I will try to huff farm, but I also try not to be too edgy. Like, how do you put it? I like to stay away from myself and instigating really questionable stuff. The huff farming, my favorite huff farming is just kind of grossing people out with, like, but not in a way that is TOS, if that makes sense. Just because I don't want to be in a, let's see. I only farm hut. Your coolness is determined the same way DNA is. 6 weeks after thorough analysis. Oh, Lex, you know what? Especially from you, I'm going to take that as a compliment, all right? Just because, yeah, I'm taking that as a compliment. So thank you. Thank you. Your coolness is like, I can't believe it's not butter. Like margarine. Well, margarine is pretty cool when left in the fridge. History. I'm looking at the intersectionality of race, gender, and paternal pressure with regard to African American women's activism during the Jim Crow era. I did my master's degree in something some... Oh my god, I love that. Oh my god, Vaughn, that's so cool. I'm sorry, like, I just... That is so awesome. I seriously and truly wish you all the best. Mad respect, and I look forward, if you're, the doctorate is, it's exhausting work, and I know it will be something that occupies a lot of time, but I look forward to hearing about how it's going along and how it's progressing. I know that you're living in the UK, and the UK doctorates are very different from, like, the United States, for the most part. I'm basing that off of, I interviewed for Cambridge for the doctorate in music, and they went through all the system. I ended up getting my master's in the States. But when I was applying, I was actually applying for doctorates. And they walked me through the system of what it means to get a doctorate in the UK and how it's different from the US, and it was really fascinating. Like margarine! Yay, margarine! I did kind of a naughty thing. By naughty, I just mean, yesterday for lunch, yesterday I was in a weird mental place, and I'm not going to get into that. It's a thing that happens every now and then. But then I found myself, like, craving butter, like a nice buttery thing, because I'd had a small slice of toast, of a nice...
Did I jump scare you?
Yes!
Yeah,
go away. Don't go away, I'm just kidding. That just actually, like... It's like the burn in the chest jump scare, if that makes sense. I'm just kidding, it's all good. No, don't go away! Please don't go away. I need to hear your thoughts. I need to hear your It Takes Two thought. Winterset, thank you so much. Welcome in. Yeah, Vaughn, the Cambridge, I was later told, and the type of doctorate that I was going for, it was a little snooty for sure. It was very fascinating, and I interviewed with scholars that I was a fan of and whose work I had been reading, or at least the main person interviewing me. And then, incidentally, the second person interviewing me, I ended up doing, I don't remember what it was. I ended up on a peer review, like, team. Because I do, like, I can talk. Academic journal editing, line editing, copy editing, that kind of thing. And then I've done some acquisitions. And that scholar who interviewed me, I ended up essentially indirectly, like, peer reviewing, like being a part of the peer review team for one of her papers. So it was just, anyway, let me go back to chat. I did the same for my master's degree. They refused to let me study off campus, and I refused to move from my partner for a year. Cambridge or ass. Yeah, that was my predicament with, like, I had a couple of reasons why I didn't end up going to Cambridge. But yeah, there is something. If anything, Winter said, happy Monday. Thank you again for the affiliate. Yep, I'm 4 years affiliate as of some time in this week. Let's see. If anything, not knowing the latest slang just makes you more cool as far as I'm concerned, but I'm also an elder millennial. Big sleep. Being an elder millennial is a joyful thing. It seriously is a joyful thing. And yeah, I love my fellow elder millennials so much. Because there's a certain unspoken, like, it's hard to explain. It's like I watch, speaking of, I watch, like, PhD scholars, and they're all my age, and hearing them discuss, I mean, just hearing intelligent people critically discuss, like, critically enter the discourse is fascinating. But when it's all elder millennials and they're talking about the early days of the internet, and I'm just like, oh my god. Anyway, I work with Dr. Marie Malloy now at Manchester. Oh my gosh, I have the pamphlets for Manchester, because that was a university, or that was a school I was considering for a while, because they have a music program as well. If you ever see any of her work, she's an angel. Let me write her down, because I like to keep up with like what is happening in academia, what is happening in the publishing. History, incidentally, is one I only adjacently connected to simply because my two master's degrees, I have a master's degree in English, which included, it was a creative writing degree primarily, but I did, my minor was in literature, specifically actually British literature. So I had part of my like graduation portfolio included a number of research papers on various subjects. And then my master's degree is in music, and it was a focus on academic music. I do have a performing, there was a performing component, and I did my like minor / like what they called an outside area in viola da gamba performance of all things. Because I was able to get lessons, but I'm going to write that name down and just look up her scholarship. And the nice thing with academic music in particular these days, so it's divided into, so there's education research, which I'm not really on the part of. I've done some like pedagogy work, but I tend to focus more on this music theory and then something called musicology, which is kind of the intersection of a number of different, it's the study of music, music history, sociology as it relates especially to music, the reception of music, And there's so much, like, it's a hodgepodge in a way. Musicology is a little more developed as a field. Music theory is still very young. I like to say it's in its like it's in its rebellious teenager phase, simply because there are all these so interdisciplinary studies, intersectional studies are becoming like more of a trend, and there's the current discourse wants people who are able to do all of these different and explore subjects from multiple angles, and not just today I'm going to be analyzing the Brahms symphony in E minor. Like it's a little bit more than that. It becomes more of a let's see. We're the bridge between those who grew up with physical media and the digital realm we now find ourselves in. Yes, oh my god, big sleep. I didn't have, like, I had my SNES, and I had a PC. I sometimes played old, like, DOS games, like back in the days of Windows 3.0. Dart, thank you so much. Dart, happy Monday. I hope you're doing wonderful. Dart, how are you? How was your weekend? How's baking? Jonathan Spangler is amazing too. I did my bachelor's with him. He's an American. I saw him on TV for BBC when the Queen died. Interesting. Oh, this is fun. It's like getting source material. It's like, here, look up these. So, Vaunt, I do a lot of ad hoc, because of my English background, I do a lot of ad hoc editing, and I do still a lot of academic editing, and one of my favorite things ever is when I'm editing doctoral work, so like a dissertation, especially when it's a subject like in music, like academic music, where I've edited pieces and then found myself taking notes. You know, doing like my line editing, doing my like styles and copy editing, make sure that everything on that front is consistent and clear. And but one of my favorite dissertation experiences was being so immersed in the literature and the scholarship that I found myself being like, I'm going to copy this bibliography because I want this, this, and this, and ooh, I didn't know this scholar wrote about this, so I'm going to look this up and like get it. Like, I don't know. It is so much fun. I wish you the best of luck. That just sounds like a phenomenal time. I remember MS-DOS games. Start, welcome in. I love MS-DOS games. When I played King's Quest, like it's originally a DOS game, and that's why I want to play it. The version that I have will be in a kind of self-contained like DOS box, and it took me all weekend to figure out how to really stream it, and reorient it for this new PC, because I streamed them all like back in 2014, but I don't have VODs of that. I'm gonna drink my tea for a little bit, guys. This is my usual cardamom milk tea. Oh, Seda gets here, he'll inevitably want a mug reveal. I specifically picked this mug with the mug reveal thing in mind. I'm doing okay. Had Mother's Day weekend going on, so had to be around the madre. Hope you had a nice weekend. Oh, I did have a nice weekend. Yeah, it's been, weirdly enough, like my anxiety level, like I've had a weird mental health weekend. I won't dive into it, but it's like the anxiety levels were just a little higher, and I couldn't pinpoint why. But reading was my medicine. Yesterday I was like, my brain is doing something really strange and weird, so I'm just gonna read. Yes, Alex, are you at the pewter? I want to hear. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Sounds cozy doing another dough for the week. Yay! Oh, I love that. I've got to get into like sourdough making. I keep seeing like the yeast and the like starters. I was just told to go away. No. I got jump scared, and so my expletive to it was to the Tangia, but it's all in good humor. Thank you for the Tangia, by the way. I got put on propranolol for anxiety lessons. Maybe it's just something in the wind setting us off. Maybe. Oh, Vaunt, my dad takes propranolol. Incidentally, that is kind of the choice beta blocker for performing musicians. especially serious performing musicians, to stop like the shakiness. Um, I didn't even know my uncles are professional violinists, and I had no idea that they take beta blockers for performance. It's not something I thought, but it makes sense. Like for violin, any of that, like if your fingers are shaking, that is going to affect intonation and sound quality and all of that. And it wasn't something I thought about, especially because for me, like I look up to my uncles quite very, very much. I'm gonna do a thing really quickly. I'm gonna actually just crop my video, crop out some of this. Ooh, I could do what Alex suggested and even crop out the mic. Hey, look at that. How's that, guys? Nerd family. I do come from quite a. If anything, I feel like I'm on the more humble end. You need calm but firm hands. You do, and then they're both and they're not just they're not just amateurs. They both have doctorates in violin. And they both like have international tour. Like it's a big deal. Like they cannot mess up, kind of thing. All right, let's get into it then. Let's get into it. So the starter took a while to understand how to do. Plus, weather plays a great role in rising. Such a healthy starter. Can pin a disclaimer too. Sure. It's a weird yeah, Vaughn. And no, it is. I've never been on beta blockers, but my understanding is that it gets the vitals down, specifically the heart rate. So the anxiety is still there, but you're not in an adrenaline state. I take Proconlos, started during the pandemic. Should have started long before that. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's I think it's one of the most common beta blockers. My dad takes it as well. The vitals come down, but your head is still spinning. Yeah. The weird thing is, so I've been having ashwagandha tea at night. Not every night, but the magic of the with ashwagandha is it lowers all the vitals. For me, it just it relaxes everything. The brain may still be going. By that point, it helps me like start to slow down. But it's weird that like if I'm really overwhelmed, the brain will still be spinning, but the body is like checked out, which is a very weird feeling for me. The vitals come, yeah. So that's the closest that I can relate to. I've never been on beta blockers. What did you think of It Takes Two? So overall, Alex, I thought it was a masterpiece. I absolutely thought It Takes Two was a masterpiece. It was brilliantly designed. I loved the puzzles. I really did. I loved the gameplay. I liked the cinematics. Like, it was a very cinematic game. It felt very Pixar-y. I did not like the characters. I thought they were really, like, awful people. Very, like, and even down to the ending, like, I was waiting for them to be redeemed. But it didn't really feel like it happened. Like, they never, and then, like, they destroyed their kids' like favorite toy, and we never got this was wrong and really selfish, and that's fine. It's whatever. The ending was rushed. Yeah, the ending felt very rushed. It was actually like surprising how fast it was, given how drawn out like the end of the game with like the ripping of the paper, and you have to go find all the papers. Ooh, ashwagandha. I take the pills because the tea is ew. I thought about taking the gummies, but I love tea, and I don't mind, like, a super bitter tea. Like, I drink my ashwagandha. I've been blending it with, like, cinnamon and lavender and just, like, the whole herbal delight. But, yeah, I agree with Alex. The ending is, it smells like coriander. Oh, I admit I love coriander. I remember, so one of my closest friends during my second master's was, he was this big Russian guy, and I thought he was delightful and just a very international. I preface this by saying that most Americans won't say what he said to me, but it made me, and funny enough, my, like, friends who were, like, American were so horrified that he said it, but I burst out laughing and was like, it was true. So basically the upshot is, he turns to me and is like, you Arabs are so obsessed with coriander that you put it on everything. And I just stared at him and burst out laughing. And just seeing the looks on some of my friends' faces who were like, well, that's racist. But I turned to him and was like, you know what, it's true. It's actually true. I can't fight that. Because I've got coriander in my tea. I made my turkey roast, the weekend turkey roast, with like just a bunch of whole like cardamom pods, and coriander, and I don't know. Wait, yeah. Anyway, but I like coriander. I think I'm like out. No, I'm not out of coriander, but there are people who don't like coriander. There's nothing wrong with, yeah. Supposedly that's a genetic thing too. Like if you like the cilantro, if it tastes like soap to you, then it's potentially a genetic thing. We did not process how quickly the ending came because I didn't think May taking a solo act at the end of Cody would just be the end, you know. Yeah, I hear you there. Yep. My mother-in-law is that way. She does not like cilantro. My husband loves cilantro. Well, it's also like it's not enough to like find your like hobbies or oh dear god. So as a professional performer, the whole forcing May to perform, it was fun. I mean, it was fun. I get this the symbolism of it, but I'm just like, oh dear god. I like my husband and I have both been in position at like the show ponying where it's like you're a performer, perform right here, right now. It's like nope. My husband will not do it. Like if someone tells him to perform, he just won't. I've been mixed, because I'm more of a people pleaser, which is slowly but surely going away, but I've been in crowds where it's like, ugh, okay, fine. But I don't care for it. Zane, welcome in! Thank you! I am 4 years affiliate. I need to do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll figure that out. Dance, yeah, the dance monkey dance thing. Well, and the thing is, some people think they're entitled to it, or they'll start being like, well, you're not a true performer because you're not performing right here, right now for me. I'm like, no, when I perform, it's usually not for free, first and foremost, and there's a whole preparation. There's rehearsals, there's practice. It's not like it's not like I have this magical talent that just manifests and goes away, like there's craft. There's a whole process. What kind of person says that? Says what, specifically, Zane? Do a trick for me. Yeah, I get the music and art-wise too, which is stupid. Yeah, I don't know. The older I get, the more I'm just like, yeah, no. I hate chatters who are like that. Yeah, fortunately, the weird thing is, even though I've had people ask for music streams, but that's because I've done music streams in the past, and even if I could, I don't have even if I wanted to, I don't have a setup for a music stream, but, did I never collect the eggs? I don't think I ever collected the eggs. Oh my god, I never collected the eggs. Whoops. General basis, not chatters. People who say you aren't a performer because you're not. Oh, yeah, I have actually gotten that, if you can believe. I don't know. Some people are just, they neg you until they get what they want. And then the worst is the people who want to hear you perform, and then they, use it as an opportunity to critique or criticize. It's like, yeah, no one's looking for that kind of thing. Or they're like, well, you know, this song you're singing, it's really meant for this person. You've reached a new level of understanding. Does that mean I'm a master of all? I have achieved mastery. People who say they aren't performers, EOS is literally perform. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Streaming does feel like like I'm putting on a show, and part of it's hanging out with all you lovely people, and I do mean that genuinely. I'm not trying to be like, hey, I'm a streamer, and chat is, I don't know, but you guys are great. But it is a performance. It is like I have to be on. But yeah, no, I've gotten that. I hate when chatters are like, do something and I'll give you a follow. Oh my god, Zane, I get that. I've gotten that a lot. Like, hey, when I was doing Mario Maker, I've gotten that. If you play my level, I'll follow you. I'm like, get out of here with your level code. I'm not playing your shit-ass level. Like, it's just, I don't know. I tell them, like, my actual response, although I know I've gotten a little unfiltered with like some of my Minecraft like questionable first time chatters, but my actual response to that is usually like yeah, I'm not gonna do something just because you asked me for it, and I'd rather my followers to be organic. Like I want people who follow me to follow because they actually want to, I don't know, want to watch. It annoys me when my degrees, being in history, they expect you to know everything from the dawn of time. Oh my god, Vaughn, that's so relatable. Well, my my access point of relatability to that is I used to get, oh, you have a master's in music, so how come you don't know about the Beastie Boys' third album and the history? I'm like, that wasn't what I studied. I studied classical music, okay? And while I did acknowledge, in a perfect world we study everything, there's too much. That classical music is usually the performing art. It's art music. It's so-called highbrow. It's not commercial music. It's not like popular music, and that this is all like a big entering into what makes music and what makes it study. And I'm not going to get into that because there are scholarships and there is research and there is all this academia that dives into it. And let me see. But no, I can relate to that too. Like, it's just helped me get my Ritz and ESO, and I sub. Still waiting for the toe review. You only played the 8 side levels. Kiss, Mary, Kill. Oh, can we do this? So, I don't want to kill any of them though. Mary is Cassian, Kiss maybe Reese, but I don't like Azrael is, I don't know. Azrael's also my husband's favorite bad boy. So can we just can he be like the bro? But Cassian's my favorite font. Look at, I actually answered, but that's because you're an awesome chatter, and I love like that you're here and you're hanging out. So I will say I'll dance monkey dance for my, I don't know, for people who are actually like here and awesome. It's not Miss Mary, bro. It's, yeah, but I don't wanna. I love the Bat Boys. They're great. But no, Zane, I feel you there. I've had some weird, the weirdest one are the first time chatters. It hasn't happened in a while, but I used to get, like, back in 2022, 2023, I used to get first time chatters being going, hey, can you say, and it's like some weird message, I wanna clip it and send it to my friend. And I'm like, what what is your problem? Why me? Go ask one of your other friends or record it yourself. And sometimes it's like a happy birthday, John. Like, this isn't Cameo, and I'm not cool enough for a Cameo. Like, I don't know. That's been always one of those, like, why? Ooh, I like that. I mean, I love Reese. I thought his introduction, I will never forget when I first read the first book, and without going to too much, he was described as the most beautiful man that fair ever seen, and I was like, wait, what? She's with someone else. But I just was like, you know what? I'm rolling with this. This is a vibe. We're gonna do this. Let's see. In spring break or summer vacation, you seize the weird chatters. Oh boy, we're entering summer vacation. Yeah, all the I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of accepting that as I grow. Like, it was funny. As I grow, more people know who I am, and it's often like I don't necessarily know who they are, simply because they don't chat, so I don't have a chance to get to know them. But they know who I am, and so I'm coming to terms with the fact that I'm not famous, guys. I'm just not. But being known or being in the public eye in any scope or capacity means you're going to get subjected to a lot of interesting stuff. Can you say, Vaughn, why can't you leave your wife for me so I could clip it and keep it stored for a rainy day when she gets too comfortable? Vaughn, you have the right, like, the spirit of the chaos of it all. Where did I leave off? Yeah, that was a weird meta for a while. I'm making a compilation where streamers say such and such. Oh, was that what that was? Well, then it was weird that I got hit with that. I never did it. I never actually did it, because I was just like, I'm not your dance monkey dance. I saw a video where someone was hanging out in a streamer from a jail. That wasn't on my bingo card. Interesting. You're Razor Ramon's daughter. That is pretty famous. I would never. She beat me. Oh, I know, Vaughn. But I love that you have, like, see, I know you're one of us, Vaughn, because you bring the spirit of the same chaos that we all vibe with. But no, it's, from what I've heard, the two of you seem to have a magical and wonderful thing, and I will, I do not ever, no home wreckage here. I'm also very happily married, too. One of these days I will drag my husband onto a stream. We were talking about potentially having him, so June, I get to be the I don't know what you call it. The birthday princess. We'll go with that. Speaking of marriage, oh boy. Mentos is Coke vibe. Mentos and Coke vibe. That's the spirit here. But it's wholesome in its own way. I'd like to think anyway. Not leaving after 5 minutes of me talking nonsense in chat is proof that anyone is one of us. Yeah, you know, Lux, I got raided by one of my favorite streamers ever, who was a very wholesome streamer. And her community is it's family friendly, it's wholesome, it's very sweet. And my first thought was, oh dear God, if Lux were here right now. I'm partially kidding, but also, that was a common excuse a few years back. At least I doubt they all made compilations. That's true. That's fair. A Minecraft realm would be sick. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. I did a shared realm, not a server, not a paid server. It meant that people could play with me only if I was online, so it wasn't a server where people could jump in. Because I just don't have the budget to pay for that kind of subscription, not at this time. But when Twitch regularly pays monthly, and it's a significant amount, I may consider doing a server. But I will be whitelisting, like vetting the people who enter. Because I'd hate for, people who are here, who are, part of the community and do wonderful things and are great Minecrafters. I'd hate for that to get destroyed by some idiot first-time chatter who jumps in, TNTs everything and then leaves and never shows up. Like, I don't know, I don't want that. I didn't think one of the last sequences would be just dancing. That felt very underwhelming. Yeah, the ending was very chopped. And the thing is, like, their toxicity, like, the couple was toxic. This is the It Takes Two couple. They were very toxic. I think you mean together at last. I solemnly swear I will not build any giant weenies anymore. Oh, well, no, you should. You should. If we ever did a realm, you can penis it up all you want. I will not, as long... Let's see. Honored. Not gonna lie, when she got raided by the wholesome streamer, I was saying it got too wholesome and that we needed you here. You shouldn't need me, you could do it. Clip that! I couldn't do it alone. Life of the party. So you're saying you're Vegeta and I'm Goku. That's so wholesome. See, Lex, what's kind of amazing about you is the, I was just about to say, like, the bromances. That just are so... Dude, if she continued to play Tears of the Kingdom online, I would have asked her to make an 8D. Wait, really? Wait, me? I probably would have attempted to. Yeah, Cody and May are very talky. Yeah, they are. And they're not good for each other. It's a Tenji in HK's chat, an older lady dropping Mentos and Coke while sitting on her couch. Vegeta and Goku are not a bromance. No, but I'm sensing bromance energy in my chat. Vegeta doesn't like him at all, but he appreciates his ability. Sounds like the start of a bromance, if you ask me. I watched a couple of episodes of Dragon Ball Z. A few episodes. And I remember just thinking it was a wild time. I'm not lazy, but Minecraft got harder since I played it last. You can't just rage complete it like you used to. Oh, I joyfully suck at Minecraft, and I kind of like that. Like, I don't... Like, a lot of people, the get good culture is there, and that's fine. Like, if people love that, I'm not gonna, But I just like fooling around and exploring and playing the hardcore. When I was streaming hardcore Minecraft, that actually helped me focus, for lack of a better way to put it. It meant that I was prioritizing, like, building bases, staying safe, mining for diamonds, all that good stuff. But, like, eventually I want to get to the dragon, but I kind of also am like, the game is so fun doing, like, the really simple things that it's like, if I never get to the dragon, then I'll still have had a wild, great time playing Minecraft. But I don't know. As a streamer, I think it's fun to explore and discover. Some of my clips, though, the way they went viral on YouTube, and brought in all the like the hate watchers was just, oh boy. Yeah, I've asked Baldy to do it, and HK saw my message, so she pushed him to do it too. Aww. That's pretty awesome. Vegeta literally dead names the guy. Booties, welcome in. Booties, good morning. Happy Monday. How are you? I hope you're well, and thank you. Apparently, I'm 4 years affiliate. I don't remember the day I got affiliate. I thought it was sometime in May, but I guess, I don't know. But well, I might do something. I think I want a bonus stream. I'm thinking of doing King's Quest on Friday. I think that's my game plan. It's a bonus Friday stream. He does not care for him like that. Also, everyone likes Vegeta more, even though Goku always gets the W. It's so accurate that way, too. Judy's! Valheim is the best survival game. It's been a pleasure. I have to take my mother to the hospital. Have a great... Vaughn, thank you for hanging out. I wish your mother all the best. I really do. I hope that the appointment goes really well, whatever it may be. Take care, and I can't wait to, just keep me posted. Keep me posted. It sounds like you've got some exciting academic and intellectual work on your horizon, so, it's always a joy to hear about what fellow academics are doing. It really is. She's way worse than him, though, Cody and May. Wait, you think May is worse than Cody? Interesting. Hey, Nico's famous. Marvin, welcome in. Marvin, happy Monday. Let's see, are you saying that because she's a woman? I wish that was why. 4 more years. She was way more petty and unforgiving. He tries way harder. Really? 24-hour stream? Oh, no, I'm too much of a wimp. I could not do that. Hope that appointment goes well. Oh, yeah, I do too. Also, she takes jabs at him all the time. Well, my thing is that, like, so, as far as her work ethic, like, she is a very, like, she's a workaholic, she's a hard worker, and she's clearly, like, has quite the education. Like, she's an engineer, she's clearly, like, had musical training and all this stuff, but she's with a guy who, like, they're not a good fit for each other, if that makes sense. So there's clear mutual resentment on both sides that I think are deeper than find your passion. Like, they didn't even care. Like, they never really went through a journey with how their conflict was making their own daughter feel. Like, it was to the point where they destroyed her favorite toy and didn't really... There wasn't attention drawn to them feeling remorse and acting on that remorse, if that makes sense. Like, clearly they didn't want to do it, but they wanted the tears. They wanted to make their daughter cry. They wanted their own more than anything. Like, they didn't really... I don't know. 24-hour stream. 8 of those hours are America's Most Wanted reruns. I don't know if I could do a 24-hour stream. If I did a 24-hour stream, there would have to be multiple AFK segments. And I just don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Takes jabs at him. His only negative comments are in response. Who do you think is worse, EOS to her attacks? He never goes at her. She also expects him to be what she is, and he just isn't. Yeah, that Lex is valid. You can't expect your partner to be something they're not. That's a recipe for, like, failure. They are different. Judy's, you should have shoot that stupid ball. I'm sure it would have been a goal. Oh, I saw something about Ancelotti and Neymar in the news. I just didn't pay attention to what was happening. Something about the World Cup. The game is about her learning to let him be himself and decide if she wants that or not. Who she was when she fell in love with him clearly changed. Yeah, and the person she became wasn't sure if she still loved that guy. His falling is not fighting for their relationship strong enough. Yeah, and letting it defeat him. Yeah, in relationships IRL, you can never stop trying. You always have to put the effort in. Part of the responsibility, and even there will be a comfort that enters into a relationship, but you've got to show that you care. Letting it defeat him. Part of responsibility in a relationship is trying to make it work. He didn't do that enough, which he learns to do throughout the trial. Some of the worst refereeing I've seen my entire life. Oh, yeah, the Premier League. I'm so nostalgic for watching those games. I I stopped watching soccer when I moved out of my family's place. I just didn't have access. Um, right? And when he lets it deflate him, comes off like to her like he doesn't care. Yeah, but I didn't sleep Saturday, but Gigi saw me EPL, and she isn't worth it to him. Ooh, who do I think is worse? So, Alex, that's a tricky question. Lex is making some pretty awesome points. When I was playing, I did not like Cody. I thought he was self-absorbed. I thought he was... The thing is, without diving into personal stuff, like, I've known many a Cody, but these are people I never personally would enter into relationships with. Because I have a certain, like, I don't know. I have a work ethic that I know will not mesh with a lot of people in terms of a relationship. Friendships are a different thing, but, like, that being said, however, I don't think that May is not without her issues either, if that makes sense. Like, I think May, there's some problematic stuff there, but I don't think the problematic stuff is her being quote-unquote a workaholic. Like, I don't think that that's a problem. And I thought that, because in the real world, making money is really hard, and sometimes, unfortunately, you almost have to lose that balance if you're trying to survive. Having lived a significant portion of my life in financial instability, I do have a lot of empathy for sometimes, like, the necessity of, what do you call it? The necessity of having to work overtime because the bills are so dang high all the time. So, like, I get that. And the fact that Cody was holding that against May, I did not think was fair, because I've been in that position. I've been, like, before, like, right now I'm a homemaker, and my husband is such a sweetheart. Like, he's one of those... He wants me to be as comfortable as possible. And moving around a lot means that I'm not able to develop a career. But I also, my priority is to our marriage, to our household, and I love that. Like, I really love that. And it's fascinating to me that, like, I've ended up, like, we kind of have the trad marriage situation where I take care of all the domestic stuff. I have my IRL, like, I am working from home, like, I edit, I do beta reading. I'm trying to weave my way slowly but surely into the publishing industry. Where am I going with this? But, holy shit, I don't remember the start of this argument. But I also understand that, like, financial stability is serious. Let me see. Let me scroll back up. So, let's see. The neighbors around made so much noise that my dog was pissed about PSG winning. And now the aftermath of them celebrating in pair. Oh my god, Dart, I'm so sorry. He reacted to problems in a way that was not solution-oriented, which made him seem selfish, but I think the root of that was being hurt by accusation. Yeah. With money, sometimes you blur the line between ethical and legal. Would they be falling out if he was the provider? Ooh. And she was so hard on him because his reactions came off as just not caring. I like that, Lex. I like that perspective. That's a fascinating perspective. But I was in a situation in the past where I was, I don't know. Like, PSG might be one of those hated teams, but I'm so proud of my team. It would have been way worse if he was the bid winner. What happened to your computer? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Lex, I like your observations. I am fascinated by them, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's very, perspective! My rusty spoon went for 75 gold. That sounds like a poop medicine. It does. It sounds like a laxative. But I do think they were both toxic. Like, I think your point about May holding Cody to a standard that he would never fulfill. And Cody got stuck. He did get stuck and he got hurt by that. And he kind of gave up, I think, because of that hurt. Which is not entirely his fault objectively. But yeah. And as dark as this is, and I'm saying this as someone who is happily married, and my husband is my best friend and just my better half and all of that good stuff, but sometimes divorce really is the answer. Like sometimes the happy ending for the couple is divorce and then learning to live after that. Like I have known couples who were awful at being couples, but then they divorced, took the time to sort of heal from that, and were able to maintain a friendship so that they could continue to raise their kids on friendly terms. And then that, although, you know, it upset the, like, whatever you want to call it, upset the stability, but their friendship there, like, made it so that the children for the post divorce period were not being raised in extreme emotional turmoil. Like, they had a period, like the divorce period, that sucked, but they were able to make a friendship, like, an agreements work. And I've seen situations where, like, they accept maybe we should have just stayed as friends, or maybe, you know, we never should have been a couple, like that kind of thing. And sometimes that is kind of the best answer. Like, I think, you know, ideally, when you take your vows, you mean them for life, but sometimes, like, life has a way of happening. People change and people drift apart, and then, or sometimes, you know, when people get really really comfortable together, some people still stay in love, some people fall more in love, but some people also are like, this is not the person I fell in love with, or they've changed enough that it's like this may not work. And I don't think that that's a there's a lot of stigma around divorce, but sometimes it is the option. Me too, to be honest. I was so happy they would get divorced by the end. Yeah, I know, right? That's how I felt. Like, I felt like for them, they clearly were finding care for each other, but it wasn't enough, I think, to keep a marriage going. Ooh, I got it back on Thursday. It is all healed, and they gave me a discount without me asking, so it's good. Although the downside now is when I hang out in the other stream and their windows act up, I get PTSD. Oh. A friend of mine had a very amicable divorce like that and still gets along fine with his ex, and they share custody. Yeah, I had a friend who's like, my ex-wife's my best friend, but I'd never want to be in a relationship. Like, they would say things like that, like, she's a great person, but not someone I'd marry, like, I should, like, that kind of thing. I mean, something, like, my husband had a relationship, and somebody that he was able to maintain a great friendship with. And he would say, like, you know, this person makes a fantastic friend. And says, you know, the ultimate green flag is when your partner can say good things about their exes. And I know that that enters into a territory, like, some people don't like that or they get jealous. But for me, I see that as, wow, you're not doing the my ex is so crazy like thing. It's like, no, my ex was a very kind person and, you know, did these things, but it just did not work out. Like to be able to speak in that way where you can say good things is, I think, real, like, green flag material. And I don't know. Sometimes the happy ending isn't a happy ending. Custody, it's nice when it can happen. Marriage just loses momentum when the friendship doesn't seem to grow, and the only thing growing is the gap. We all know that they tried to stay together. You should. Arteta did good work. Who knows if they really did? Yeah, that's true. It's open-ended enough that it's like, did they stay together? Both of them had to sacrifice their hobbies. Yeah. Had to make concessions for one thing or the other. I'm going, but sometimes that's just like when you have kids, like, especially when you get married, you do there are sacrifices. There just are. For me, the sacrifice I chose was my own, like getting a doctorate. But that's not really a sacrifice for me. That's I'm putting this on hold until such a time that I'm able to get it, if I decide I even still want one, because there is a big financial component. But I'm also happy with it because for me, it's like, yeah, the marriage comes first, relationship comes first, my partner comes first. I'm gonna save up for a PC though. I'm tired of Del. Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you, Dart. I think she is worse because I think attack is worse than giving up. That is fair. And she just had a lot of petty, mean attacks toward him. Yeah, she's pretty, like, virulent, like, very resentful and making the resentment known, which isn't good. And that we're not rooted in being constructive, it was just venting. It was putting down. Like, venting is one thing. Like, I don't mind, like, sometimes venting, it sucks to be a receiving end, but venting can also express emotions, but she was, like, putting him down, like, pretty hard. When the only thing she says is her ex had a great peen, I can live with that as long as she doesn't mention this. But as mentioned above, he is not without negative contribution. the true test is going to be next year. Can we repeat the success? And who do we get to boost the team? Rumor is Arteta wants Mbappe. Ooh. Pretty sure you can rent them now in the long run. It's a ripoff, but it save money while you rent and have something better. I didn't know that you could rent PCs. I used to come first. Now I come with my partner. Wait, what are we talking about? That's okay. We're talking about It Takes Two. And we're talking about the couple and big picture. But big picture, Alex, I loved the game. It was harder than A Way Out. Like, A Way Out was more immediately accessible, I think. This one was platformy. It was fun. There were some things. I know that I get a little, like, gamer clumsy. My husband is, like, he's got all of his... He's just perfect. Also, Alex, you'll see in the playthrough, my husband... He trolled deliberately. Like, if he had to hold something for me, he would let it go and just start laughing. And he kept doing that. Yeah, like, legit put-downs. And maybe he earned them, but I did not see his actions that would have warranted. Yeah, Lex, for me, even if the sentiment is justifiable, like, it's okay for May to be frustrated with Cody. But for me, like, putting someone down is just never okay, no matter how valid. Like, because I've known people in my life who were dysfunctional, and putting them down, like, often that dysfunctionality comes from a place of, like, sometimes it comes from depression, internalized depression. Sometimes it comes from neurodivergence. Like, I've been in relationships with people who were so neurodivergent and undiagnosed, and to someone who's an outsider, they're like, well, this is really lazy, or this is whatever, but it's like, their brain is, I don't know, like, making things harder, and putting someone down in that state to me is just, it's icky. Even if it's, I don't know, justified or valid, the put down part is not valid. The sentiment can be absolutely valid, like, hey, you're not pulling your weight around in this household, like that kind of thing. Like, that's a valid thing. But it has to be solution oriented. It's like, hey, I've noticed that, I'm asking you to do this, this, and this, and it hasn't been done, and it's, dishes are rotting and ants are in the same, like, I don't know. Yeah, there are good health, ooh, where's my chat? I can't scroll up. Ooh, I played A Way Out by myself. How did you do that with double keyboard? That's kind of badass. Your husband is so patient, but he's also a fucking troll. He does that. He kept retracting those essential nails. Yes, he kept doing that, and oh my god. I mean, he married me. I make it very easy to get trolled, to be fair. I'm a professional purse holder in public. I just love how happy it makes him. Like, trolling me, like, the joy, like, I don't hear him laughing, like, that fully. And so it's like, I guess it's worth it to be trolled just to see him laugh that hard. Like, if it's at my expense, I'll take it. Yeah, and it's just that it happened a lot. I get it if you lose your cool every now. Yeah, we all lose our cool. We all lose our cool. And having grace when our significant others kind of lose our cool, like, that's an important part of the relationship. Being empathetic to, like, that person's losing the cool. Wonder what's going on. I hope they're okay. Like, it was very consistent, and you could see how much it hurt him. Yeah. And then he'd lash out and be defensive, which is human. And I was just like, is that supposed to be his flaw? Because that's a pretty normal reaction. I agree, Lex. I actually really like your insights. It's something I would not have thought of, but you're absolutely right. My brother's like that with his wife. Aww. Oh, no. But to be honest, sometimes he didn't need to troll either. Respectfully, at times, there were skill issues. Oh, that's just what happens. Her suffrage sustains him. He finds joy in my suffering. And sometimes it's well, the thing is, I suck at a lot of games. And for me, it's like, I'm not here to bring masterful game content. I'm here because I'm a dipshit who, likes to have a good time. I don't care how bad I am at it. I don't care, like, how bad I am at Minecraft. I will still play it. Like, that kind of thing. I don't remember if has organically come up. Are you a big purse lady or duffel bag size? So Marvin, this is interesting. I force myself to carry small purses because when I have big purses, like normally my default is big because I can fit books in them. But because I have shoulder issues, carrying books around hurts my shoulders like nobody's business. And so I would carry around a large purse, but then I'll stuff them with books. So I aim to carry as small as possible these days. And these days I even favor, like, I don't use a lot of fanny packs, but I have 2 fanny packs for, like, if I don't even want anything on my shoulder, there's something I could tie at my waist and then just have, like, a ID, keys, phone, that's it. I appreciate you see some validity. I do, Lex. I think it's actually, like, pretty fantastic to have these kinds of conversations, because it's like, I never thought of that. When I hear suffrage, I think the ability to vote. That is the correct term, yeah. On the next dinner out, I'll never veto chilies. I generally don't align with typical responses to socio-analysis. You rarely have to worry about going anywhere with bag size limits when you carry light, minimal. Yeah. Because the thing is, that is true. Like, if you're certain places don't want you carrying like a duffel bag, like, so they're like, what are you? They shoplifting comes to mind, so they don't want you carrying a big bag. And I've been even to shops, like some of my favorite shops. Ooh, I keep forgetting I planted some. What did I plant here? Whoops. A lot of shops don't want big bags, and then they'll kind of trail you to make sure you're not shoplifting. Or you get, in places where there's a security clearance, when you have a tiny bag, they'll make you open it, and they won't look too deeply. If you have a big bag, they'll take the thing, pull all the stuff out. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's not worth the trouble. You rarely have to worry about, oh, okay. The only baggage larger than her purse is her emotional variety, but I'm willing to That's not wrong, but it's okay. Part of being an adult, it's blackberry season. Ooh, we should grab some blackberries. Replenish our blackberry stock. Hello, Queen! Is it Geeps or Jeeps? I've gotten used to hearing Jeeps because of our J Club shenanigans. But I just want to make sure that I've got the right G flavor. But welcome in. It's Jeepa! First one. It's Geeps. Okay. You can say Jeepa. Aw. Welcome in. Thank you for hanging out. Happy Monday. I have a tiny bag and even smaller wallet. The bigger the bush, the more fruit to bear. Don't let him fool you. It's definitely Jeepa. Jeepa. Welcome in. We have a lot of the J gang here, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, I do have, so my blackberries, yeah, last year's blackberries, I have 33 of them. J-gang! A lot of, yeah. Aw, Booties, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you for the gift sub.
Bootiest has gifted a sub to Gips07.
Quips, that's cute. Spirally Toff on YouTube, welcome in. Happy Monday. Thanks for the Yay! Yeah, welcome on in. This is pretty fast. All of this is very fascinating. Meet me in front of my house tonight after dark. You've got it, Sam. It is the best peanut butter. Oh, Jif. I've been just, my peanut butter of choice is just on any, I don't have a brand name, but just any unsalted organic peanut butter. I find it actually tastes so delicious too. Without all the added ingredients, like, oh my god, you can actually, no, I want, oh, you're welcome, Spirally. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, I hope I got all the animals. I prefer my cheap Amazon peanut butter, very crunchy. Aww. Oh my god, there's nothing like a peanut butter made in-house. Like an organic peanut butter that was made like in a grocery stores, like when I used to shop at Publix. We don't shop at Publix these days, but I used to get their in-house like peanut butter that they just have in a little plastic bin that they'd make in their bakery, and it was so tasty. Surprisingly easy to make. Peanuts and peanut oil and a little bit of time to do it. That's true. 3 must be in a bag / purse. Oh, 3 must? Ooh, let me think about that. I think honestly, wallet, keys, phone. And with the ability to pay, I mean, I live in rural South Carolina, so the digital payment options aren't there. But when I know that they're going to be there, then just ID and phone and keys. You can sprinkle a few grains of sea salt on top, and it will actually provide a lot of salted flavor at a fraction of what the manufacturers put to get the same amount of flavor. Yeah, I'm the same. It's hard to in this country, but I do try to reduce as much as possible sodium. If I measure out the amount of salt I put in, I can control the amount of sodium that goes into a whole meal. And the thing is, you don't want zero sodium, especially for us because we do go to the gym. So you do want sodium in your diet, but you don't want like the excessive amounts of sodium that are found in a lot of foods that do go through a processing. And it's something I try to tell people because it's not specifically just the processing that's the problem. It's the ingredients that go in that make it unhealthy for long-term consumption, long-term regular consumption. Alternative U.S. passport, what of $20,000 and a Glock, a go back funds. Sounds like we're playing Chaos Monopoly. I don't know why I thought of that. The concentration of salt they put in is so much higher than just a few grains. And it's this low-quality, gross, stale, powdery salt, which is why they need to use so much of it. Yeah, well, and it's dangerous, too. Like, it's, like, a part of the problem with the so-called ultra-processed foods. I'm leery of using those terms because it's like everything that you eat, nearly everything, goes through some processing. In order for it to be edible, like, it has to go through some processing. So it's not just processed foods, it's the additives and they do all the stuff. But you're right, like the, Jeepa provides just the right amount of sodium in my salad. Oh, I love salt. Well, there's nothing wrong with salt. Like, you do need salt. And Geeps, like, for muscle recovery and retention, like, the body needs salt. Otherwise, like, the body ache, like, it mitigates the body aches. There's body growth, and then it's part of the hydration process is a little bit of salt. But it's more just, like, the amounts of sodium that gets to, like, dangerous levels. It's like the moderation and everything. Like, too much sodium creates a kind of very slow-born, like, toxicity in the body that raises blood pressure, causes dehydration, does all this stuff, which over time can not be great for the body. But we do need salt. It's just a matter of how much salt we're getting. Like, we're talking 2 grams, that's insane. I think doctors recommend no more than 2 grams of salt total per day for most people. But I think the average American gets closer to 4 grams of salt per day just because everything is so processed. Like, so Lex, when I make my oatmeal, it's no sodium. There's no sodium in the oatmeal I make because I don't put salt. Every now and then I'll put like 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt if I just, for whatever. But I rarely ever do that. But, like, if you get those instant oatmeal packets, one packet has, like, more than 300 milligrams of salt, which objectively isn't the worst in the world. But that's still an insane amount, like, for oatmeal. It's like, it's so easy to come across salt naturally throughout your day, whether it's a few potato chips to eat with your bologna sandwich or Sally from HR. Which, unless you're in a serious clinical condition, is nothing. Yeah. Because you mean 200 milligrams. Yeah, 200 milligrams, that's actually, ideally, minimum you need 500 milligrams for muscle growth, muscle production, muscle recovery, especially if you're, like, lifting. So if you underconsume sodium and then you're, like, exercising, that's not good either. You're more likely to develop really severe aches. There used to be people who were sodium deficient, but now that's rare because it's in nearly everything. Yeah, it's very, very rare. Although, Big Sleep, what the ironic thing is? My blood work for the past couple of years has been sodium deficient. This was the first year where I was not sodium. I don't know why, because I don't consume, I limit my sodium intake, but I'm not limiting it to, like, dangerously low levels. Like, I still get a good, on most days I aim for 1,500 milligrams of sodium. But often, it will get closer to 2,000 depending on what I consume or things like that. Let's see, 200 milligrams. It's how they flavor their overprocessed crap. Yeah, yeah. It's why adding 200 milligrams to a single meal or snack isn't that bad. It's manageable throughout the day. Then there's that sneaky iodine deficiency. Yeah, I enjoyed cured meats and sausage, so I don't need to add sodium. Yeah, so I do a thing where when I cook, I will not add salt if I'm using anything that already has sodium in it. Because I recognize that it's almost impossible. And then sodium occurs naturally in some things, which is, fine. That usually is not, it's usually not more than 100 milligrams. But I do, cured meats are such a joy. And that contains a lot of sodium, so you've got your salt fix. What's your favorite ham? I don't know if I have a favorite ham. Aw. Let's see. Mortadella is great, but it's not too common without a trusty Italian deli nearby. Oh, I'd probably choose smoked honey ham above the rest. Oh, I like smoked meats are just such a vibe. Like, if we're being honest, that is such a vibe. It's so good. 5 Stardews in a row! Dast, welcome in. I hope you're doing wonderfully. I really do. How are you? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the heck was that? Alright, I actually need to, with Swiss cheese. Oh my god. Oh wait, what is this? I love smoked turkey breast deli meats, with Swiss cheese. That sounds so delicious. Guys, I'll be right back. I just need to use the restroom, so I'll be charcuterie board one. Should we do a charcuterie stream? I actually thought about trying to stream from my phone, just like in the kitchen and doing like something. I don't know when I'll do that. I've never done mobile streaming. I've never done that. But give me a moment, guys, because I do need to use the restroom. You cutting cheese on stream? All the time. No, I'm just kidding. One day I want to go to a cheese buffet and try like 50. Hell yes. Yeah, I will be right back. I will continue these thoughts in just a moment. I am back. Charcuterie anniversary. Aw, I wish I could do that. Prepare your stomach. I tried that. Not the best way when you're lactose intolerant, but it's fun in the moment. So, one of the hardest things for me to accept, and I found my balance with it, so it's all good. When I was diagnosed with the hyperlipidemia, meaning high cholesterol, and they're like, here are the things you need to just cut back on. And cheese was obviously one of them because it's, made largely from milk fat. And you can kind of reduce the fat of it, but it's one of those, like, maybe not consume it every day type of thing. I was really mad about that because I love cheese. And I used to, I had a friend who was a professional, he was an executive chef, and he'd made artisan cheeses. And I would just sample all of the cheese, and he taught me how to make some of them. I don't have the tools to, because you need like a cheese room, like that's set to like very cold, very chilly. The aging process is, oh my god, it's so magical. But those cheeses are so good. And then I was like, I have to cut back on cheese, but I've learned to, every now and then we will get like a nice artisan cheese just from our grocery store, and it becomes even more magical knowing that it's a treat, in a way. But I don't know. Maybe we do something. I don't know what I'm cooking for dinner tonight. Probably nothing worth streaming, I will say. Like, ironically, what would have been worth streaming was the roast that I made, because I got these 2 cuts of turkey tenderloin, and I seasoned them up. I threw them in the crock pot with a whole variety of herbs and spices. Morning. Oh, comfortably lost. Good morning to you too. Have you had your coffee? I am somehow still working my way through my morning tea. Sada's not been here yet to see my mug reveal has a seashell on one side, and then this was a gift. What are your top favorite cheeses? 5 favorite. Oh my god. Okay, so the really fancy ones are like truffle oil cheese, dill cheese, cinnamon cheese, basically any and every blue cheese, including gorgonzola, which is like a sweeter blue cheese. Smoked Gouda. Oh my god, I can't list them all. I like smoked provolone. As far as like your generic like cheeses you can get at the grocery store, I love a good smoked provolone, and a smoked Gouda will be my favorites. I like a good like pepper jack too, with like actual peppers like poblano, jalapeno. I've seen one with habanero, like an artisan cheese with habanero. I've even had different chefs will call it different things, but like a cheese that's made with charcoal, which you would not expect to taste as amazing as it does, but something about the charcoal makes the mustiness of the cheese, especially if it's like a goat cheese or like a half goat mix, is so, so good. No, and honestly, I shouldn't even be awake. Oh, I had birria tacos this weekend. Now I want to learn to make them. Oh my god, booties. Yeah, for your taco truck. When that truck is set up, if we're in the area, I will drive by it. And I will buy tacos. And I will bring business to you. But the bed is chewing on me, so I'm up. The bed is chewing on you. Oh no! Parry the bed! Blue cheese and joy. I love blue cheese. I love blue cheese so much. The stinkier, the better. I am not kidding. Like, the more that the blue cheese smells, the more flavorful it's gonna be. I've never had. Yeah, it's an artisan cheese, Big Sleep. So it's cheese just gently laced with like just powdered cinnamon, and it's so good. It's so so good. Cheese is like liquor or kinky women, requires different temperatures for proper storage. Comes in many varieties, ages well over time, can smell weird, but you're still into it. You don't have to enjoy it every day. You probably shouldn't the older that you get. You better try the donut. Oh. My favorite pastries usually may have like sweet cheese in them. Like, I love a good cheese pastry. I just like cheese. I still do. I used to really strictly count like how much saturated fat and how much cholesterol I get. I know I don't get more than 200 milligrams of cholesterol, which for someone with a cholesterol like issue is fine. I think the 200 for a really high risk person is the safe limit, and then for normal people without like a high cholesterol, you can consume up to 300 safely as a regular thing. Okay, we're meeting Sam tonight, I just realized, so I have to remind myself that, alright. Tonight at his house. I tried making the donuts and failed miserably, so it was just like bread pudding. Oh, I've tried to get a better recipe and try it first. It wasn't the recipe, it was me. I was impatient, didn't like think. Oh, I made vegan donuts a while back. I actually really liked the flavor of them, but there were some things I know I wanted to do differently, for lack of a better way to put it. Put that in the smoker. Ah! Okay. But the nice thing with, like, baking, if you're baking sweets specifically, bread is a whole other thing. When you're baking sweets with that much, like, butter and sugar, most of the time, unless it's, like, accidentally rockified, most of the time what's fun with baking is that you end up, like, it's really hard to not have it taste good, even if it looks like ass. Like, there's nothing better than, like, an ass cookie that just tastes delicious. I don't know, like, it's just, there's something to that. Ooh, blackberry, okay, it's blackberry day. Alright. I'd eat healthier food if I could afford it. Aw. Yeah, baking and impatience don't go well together. Ass cookie! I feel like a boomer because there's a guy in the neighborhood that revs his Harley motorcycle in the mornings and I'm over here like, can you shut up, that's so... Booties, we're the same way. Like, we try to live out in the country, to get away from all that, to get away from people and their loud obnoxiousness. And I'm a nature person. Like, I want to hear owls. Like, I want to listen to the barred owls. I want to hear my birds. I want nature sounds. But, we live in a little bit of a trashy area, which it is what it is. And so it means, like, okay, you know you're in South Carolina when the idiots can't, like, afford, like, a fancy, like, sports car, so they soup up grandma's station wagon and a shitty 1971 Corolla, like a really shitty, not like cool ass, like, we're not talking like Fast and Furious, like sedans, we're talking like mom's first Toyota Corolla. We're gonna soup it up so it's really loud and obnoxious, and it's like the lamest ass car ever. Like that kind of thing. And it's like, it's annoying. And I don't like it because it stresses our birds. And I don't like that. I don't like seeing our birds stressed. It makes me sad. Alright. So, boomer in spirit. Fellow boomer in spirit. Do chocolate croissants remind anybody of the dirty diaper baby shower game? I like chocolate a lot. I have never had a chocolate croissant that I liked. I always thought they were kind of nasty. I don't know why. It's just something about, it's just they taste wrong. If that makes sense. Where the hell is Marnie? Oh, why are you back there? This isn't even your property, woman. Oh, dang it. Hang on. We gotta rectify this. You are someone I do actually want to be friends with. Okay, that should repair it. Now can you get out of the way so I don't lose any more friendship? Go. Get off screen. Get off screen. Okay. I will, Oh, I've got, this little geode to crack. And trash to trash. Next batch I will do an ass cookie, hell yes! Caught digging through trash. Yeah, that's your streamer. For you. Do you have any medical questions? I really don't. No hypochondria for the day. I just want to... Okay. So I am maxed out on my mastery. Wow. See, there are some games I'm kind of good at. I'd like to think Stardew is one of them. It's not all games. It is definitely not all games. But some games. Weird to think about how many mom's boyfriends were fairly entertained before you inherited her original Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Yeah. I don't know. I think cars are cool. I love a good car, and but I don't understand this. It's not even efficient. It's not good for the car. Fido, welcome in. Thank you so much. Happy Monday. I am 4 years affiliate as of, I don't know when. I should probably know. But I've had affiliate for 4 years, and Fido, thank you for the 7-month resubscription.
D0NT Mind I Fido just subscribed. 7 smile.
Oh, my goodness. Fido, I appreciate you tons. I hope you're doing wonderfully. I'm not just saying that so you don't ban me in HK's Discord. Or not Discord, sorry, in her, that thing, Twitch. On her Twitch. No, I appreciate you. It's very good to see you. I hope that your June is off to a lovely start. I will shamelessly admit, I'm very hyped for June. Even though I have a bunch of doctor's appointments that I'm not super... I mean, I go to them because it's important to be on top of your health, but I'm not looking forward to them. But June is special to me because it is my birth month. So What's Twinch? Hope you've been well. Aw. So you're okay with being banned? No, I don't want to be. Please don't ban me in Discord. Wait, Fido, are you a mod? Are you one of the mods? Booties is a mod. Oh, you are a mod. Oh boy. Please don't ban me. I'll be good. I'll be good. Shadow banned is worse than regular, but that is true. But honestly, some people do it to themselves. Not anymore. If you know, you know. Mods? Yeah. I'm happy to see you today. That's so cute. Alright, I don't want to go too far from Sam's house so that I can get this cutscene, end the day, and then the next day we will try to trigger the saloon event. I think that day, because I'm gonna reset, I'm not gonna bother doing any of my dailies. Ooh, let's go talk to the wizard. We're here, we have time. It's like living in purgatory on Earth, never meant to interact with the physical plane, but to exist and experience it all the same. That's pretty deep. Sup? Alright, I gotta do this thing before it gets too There's so many berries! But I also have an event to unlock. Let me just grab these berries. Come on. Oh, I forgot to get the Statue of Blessing thing. I don't have my blessing today. Whoops. I have not been blessed. Okay. It is lovely to see you all. Really and truly. I hope that you're all doing wonderfully. But yeah, June is my birth month. I was born in the month of June. Okay. Alright, so this is not... It's not yet. What counts as dark? Alright, I'm gonna leave this before 8. It could be like 8 p.m. Yep, 8 p.m. Which sign? Which sign? Oh, I'm a Cancer. I'm a June Cancer. Let's sneak into my room. God, it's so juvenile. We're going in through the window. Wow, it's so juvenile.
I don't want my mom and dad finding out I have a girl in my room.
I figured You don't strike me as a Gemini. Really? I feel like I give up a lot of Gemini energy. Only because I'm a big chatterbox and I don't shut up. I mean, I'm kidding. But that's fun. Okay. It's so juvenile. Oh my god, it's so juvenile. This is why I don't like most of the guys in this game. Is they're so... It's like, oh, mom's here. I don't want my mom knowing I'm a girl. What are trademark Gemini signs? Chattiness, I think, is definitely one of them. A certain kind of vibrancy, a liveliness. Some Geminis can be hot-headed. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but the chat, but also being fascinated by multiple things, being a little, not diagnosed ADHD, but kind of ADHD in spirit. You have lots of interests. You kind of flip between multiple things. You're very passionate, excited about stuff, like that kind of thing. Very similar to Sagittarius, but the difference being is that I think Geminis tend to be a little more chatterboxy than Sagittarians. And I associate Sagittarius with a bit more of an adventurous go-getter. Like the Sagittarians are the walk, whereas the Geminis are like the talk. Hide under in the bed. God, it's not, like, I don't know, I think this is, I think, this is so juvenile. Like, I get, like, if you're a younger person, yes, but who cocks the cocks? You do. Although, I think if we're asking that semi-seriously, which means not seriously at all, it's probably Scorpios. I cuck the cucks! Booties, I saw a license plate this morning that said cuck on it, and I laughed so hard. Like, so hard. Gibbs, you're a Scorpio. My husband's a Scorpio, too. Libra, Sun, Gemini. Oh, I love that. That pairing is joyful, Zane. I have a lot of Gemini in my chart. Like, a lot of Gemini. My Mercury is in Gemini, and my Venus is also in Gemini. Aries, Mars. Ooh. Oh, wow. Zane, I'm a Pisces, Mars. Leo, Venus. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I've just got a lot of neurotic in my chart. Let's put it that way. But I'm a Cancer Sun, I'm a Virgo rising, and a Capricorn moon. He who chalks the chalk will seal the cracks to prevent entry to ants. Hello, Alex. Do you mean cock? What? That one didn't get me. I heard it and I was like, I don't know what's happening. Alex, thank you for the jump scare. I mean the Tangia. Alex does get me like 90% of the times, I will say. I always knew there was something special between us. This was such a stupid cutscene. It's like, oh no, mom's here, hide in the bed. It's like, no, adults don't do this. Adults don't, like, this is not how adults have relationships. Oh, jeez. I don't know, I'm just also, like, I think I'm too old for the age range this is supposed to be, like, that particular segment. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But, alright, we have now activated all of the sequences. I am not going to enter the saloon right now, but the next in-game day will just be a saloon day. We're just too chill. Alex is doing that to me this morning. Really? Aw. I haven't been watching streams at the gym. So I've been reading. I've been just kind of reading while doing cardio, at least. Zayd made a jump scare channel. Point reading. Oh boy. Does it work? Oh my god, I kind of love that idea. Jump scare stripper. I need to come hang out at your streams. I probably won't jump scare, though. I probably won't do the jump scares. You know, glass houses and all. Just for awe. No, it's more like a little boo like Casper that go, aww. I loved Casper as a kid. That's cute. That's very cute. Alright, we gotta save this day. Okay. That sounds adorable. Ooh, let me just check for berries. I don't want to work today, but meh. Oh, Alex, I hear you. How are you feeling, by the way? I know last I checked in, you still had a little bit of a cough, but otherwise seemed to be better. I hope. Okay. I think I have time to just snoop around a little for some berries. I'm fully better now. I'm so happy to hear. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, that cold is going around my family, too. But my parents are at an age where when they get sick, I get a little, like, worried for them. Because they're just... for a lot of people, the older you get, the harder sickness hits you. And if you have, like, underlying conditions of any kind, it's just kind of... It's just a little rough. I am so glad that you're doing so much better. Alright. It is time to head back. Sell some stuff, put stuff away. Lingering coughs are the worst. They are the worst. Oh, it's always, like, for me, it's always stressful to get sick. Like, I work very hard to not get sick when I'm actively singing. Because that is terrifying. To be sick and then be expected to sing. Because if your voice goes, that's it. Your instrument is gone. It's not working. And that's not good. Let's put the bread away. Okay. Put the cheese away. Yeah, I know. It's getting late. Point taken. We're fine. We've got time. We've got this. We have time. This is fine. Look at all those blackberries. Hell yes. Exercise, sleep, and gin. Keep all illnesses at bay. Ooh, gin. Alright, guys. It is time to do our... It is time to cutscene. Oh, I did water that. Great. Yeah, I got really good, I've been bumping up my cardio. Like, resistance and intensity. And I'm happy with that. Our gym is closed for the next couple of days, so I'm gonna have to do just some at-home stuff. But the at-home stuff I didn't realize is a little more hardcore because, I just have... Okay, all of this, I'm just going to leave all of this be. Shit, I did it again. Ugh, okay. I'm gonna ignore all these guys because we are going to reset the day. Wait, what is this letter? 1 week today, we are holding the Stardew Valley Fair in the town square. It's the biggest event of the year. Blah, 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 blah. Grunge display. Cool. Alright, we're leaving all of this. I don't want to waste any effort. We're just gonna... Today is the day that we cuck everybody. And then we'll go back and cuck everybody, but we'll have a rabbit's foot, so it'll be fine. Okay, I think... Let me just... While we're just kind of wasting our time, I'm going to just look to make sure that I've got this right. Stardew Valley dating all bachelors cutscene. Alright. It opens at noon. I mean, I'm kind of like a father figure to Jess. I just hope I haven't let her down too much. Okay. Your farm looks really pretty right now. That's cute. I have to wait till noon. But it's just, there's no point in doing anything. In all honesty, just because, I'm just gonna reset the day. Oh. Oh, what sucks about this is that I don't even get to keep it. Unless it just happens to trigger again. And I wonder if there's a time limit. I think just entering the saloon whenever. So we'll get to see this. I'm actually kind of like, oh boy, this should be fun. Maybe. We're gonna suffer the consequences of our deviousness or something. This is, I think, our most offensive deviousness. Is the community center is still in shambles and it just has a bunch of JoJo stuff in it. Like, it's a little sad. It's like this boiler room was just left. Like... Wow. Yeah, it's awful. It's so sad. What's in here? Just seeds. Cool. I'm not even gonna bother, like, tossing any of the stuff in the inventory, because we're just gonna reset the day. I'm just waiting for it to open. Hey, look, Haley's here. Alright, moment of truth. I may have to wait till evening. Like, I may actually have to just wait till evening. Nope. Here they are. Oh, boy. Not so fast. Stop. Hold it. We've all been cooked. Who's the biggest cook of us all? Never thought you'd find all your boyfriends in one room, huh? I thought you wanted to get married and start a family with me. What did I do wrong? Oh, gosh. You know what? You're the biggest cuck, Harvey. The last shred of hope I had left is completely destroyed. Thanks. Are you happy? This is awful. This is horrible. What are you looking at me for? You think I'm going to come to your rescue? God. Oh. For once I'm at... Poor Elliot. I don't like this. We all know the truth now. We're not going to tolerate... You know, Sam, you're the second biggest cuck. I can explain. How can you? I know. I feel off. Like, I feel awful. Draw me a tarot card. Awkward. This also seems like a small universe. How do they go on after this? I kind of want to say, Dart, I see your redemption. Let me play out this cutscene really quickly, and then I will get you a tarot card. Pierre pressured me. He wanted to sell more bouquets. All right. Don't blame others for your mistakes. You're just losing more respect with... No, Elliot, please. I think we've come to a decision. Isn't that right? I think I'm gonna get 6 times dumped. The only cuck in this room is me. They all farting? We're all giving you the cold... And I just... It sounded like my character shat herself. Alright. I will not be saving this. But if I go and talk to anybody... You're not worth my time. Jesus. Okay. And I can't even... Yeah, they won't even accept gifts. You sharded! Alright, so... We're gonna reset the day, and we're gonna trigger the same... We're gonna trigger the same cutscene with the rabbit's foot. Alright, Dart, let's get you a tarot card. Do you have a specific tarot deck in mind? If you don't... I think I'll pull you a crow card. But only if you don't have a deck in mind. You choose, it's your... Oh, Dart, that's so sweet! I feel like we have other June people, like June birthdays in chat. Maybe not in chat actively at the moment, but like in the community. I just can't remember. I'm happy. I try not to, like for that kind of information, I try not to ask because it's kind of personal. But when people volunteer it, I try to commit it to memory. All right, Dart, here's the back of the card. Oh, Dart, the card you pulled is Survival number 47. So as you can see, there's a cute little crow. Hiding under, it looks like, it honestly looks like winter blooms. And there's a fox sniffing out. It seems like it's hiding from the fox. But let me get you a deeper meaning. Let me actually just go ahead and... I like the music, I just want to make sure it's not drowning me out. If that makes sense. This might be a little more ambient. So the survival card, Dart. Okay, so there's like this whole like ambient music while your cards are being read. The crow is trapped in a bush as the hungry fox patiently awaits for its meal. When we are in survival mode, we are restricted. We, like the crow, cannot fly. This card calls your attention to how you are feeling about a situation. Are you hunkered down waiting for the threat to be over, or are you moving, doing your best to find a path out? When we are in survival mode, our possibilities are limited by a creative mind solely focused on getting through the difficult situation. It is in this space that we are not thinking about future opportunities, as the decisions we make are done so to simply release any immediate pain. Because of this, we risk accepting a quick fix that limits our growth. Eos is rich! Eos is... if only. Just me for real? Oh. Seems like quite a cautionary card, like a look out! Who or what is the fox in your life? Scoping out berries. Alright, now we play... Okay. The spirits are very displeased today. Hopefully the rabbit's foot will be enough. Okay. This will be in our inventory to stay. There are some people I can think of. Oh, I'm sad to hear that you can actually think of people. I'm not gonna lie, if I had pulled that card, there are people in my... Whoa, we're rich. Hang on. Let's go. I'm starting with these ones because they will go to Iridium a little faster. But it's okay. I should put more of these casks, these aging casks down here. I just haven't gotten around to building them. I'm sure I have the tools for them. But that's okay. Aren't we gonna restart again? We did. I've already restarted. Alright, we can read this again. The Grange display just for the men, right? Yeah. I will trigger the scene again, but I have the rabbit's foot on me. Oh my god. This is gonna be such a pain. All my animals are actually, like, everywhere. Oh my god. The chaos! Alright, let me see if I, inevitably... Yeah, I missed Nugget, the white chicken. I wonder if that's Nugget. Jesus. Okay. No, this is KFC. Where is Nugget? Oh, whatever. The women get a cutscene. They sure do. I still have 2 more women to date. I still have 2 more women to active. That's going to be the next step, is getting those while I still am maxing out Krobus. I'm going to try to get the women's scene. Once I've done the women's scene, I'm going to go back to Ginger Island and then just kind of unlock perfection and then probably move on. Okay, yeah. So that's, I think, my goal. Where is my chicken? Oh, I see a chicken up here. There we go. Hiding among the mushrooms. Now I'm like actually, well, not really, but a little nervous. Like, oh dear God, we're doing this. Oil. Getting away with murder, quite literally. Going for perfection to save. Oh, you know, maybe I just feel, the only thing that I feel bad about is that I've never done perfection, and I feel like it would feel less sleazy to do it on a community center file rather than a Joja file. But I may give up, like, when I unlock perfection, I may be like, alright, let's go. Like, I may just try as, like, this is the first attempt. See how far I can get. And then do a purer run. So, I don't know. I think for now the intention is no, but I do want to unlock it just so I can see the full thing. Because I know of it, but I've never actually, like, unlocked perfection. Because Ginger Island and all of that's still very new. Like, what I may do is just do some challenges. Like, I want to do dangerous mines. Like, Skull Cavern has been one of my favorite things to do in this game that I'd love to unlock, the dangerous mine. Yeah, perfection is exactly. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to do perfection on this file. But get close to perfection, maybe... It takes, yeah, and that's the other reason, is that I think I'd want to move on, be it to another, like, relegate Stardew to, like, a couple times a week instead of every stream, so I could stream some other games. I may start to do a schedule where, like, I do like Minecraft Mondays, Stardew Thursday. Like, I don't know. I haven't really fully fleshed it out. So I have to figure all that out, admittedly. But I had a couple of different ideas. It takes so long. Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet. Ooh. Yes, I was just thinking about you. That's more like it. Don't hate me. I'm too imperfect for perfection. Oh, I've also just seen like people having 99% perfection and then they're missing some recipe that cannot be obtained easily. Impossible. Saying, I think you're perfect just the way you are. Alright. I have a rabbit's foot. But I am gonna just quickly do some stuff. Aww. Oh, I love the pink! That's so cute! Oh, what's this? The Dwarvish Helm. Alright, guys, moment of truth. Do the guys hate us? Oh, let's talk to Krobus while we're at it. May as well. Sir, you're stalling. I'm not. Maybe a little. I hope this actually works. I have the rabbit's foot, so it should work. And if it doesn't, then I'll just accept my fate. You were born to be perfect. You were born to be you. Born! Dr. Hakim. That's funny. But yeah, honestly, Alex, overall, I thought it was a great game. I really enjoyed that. And seriously, thank you again. That much appreciated. That was so fun. For some reason, you decide to place your hand in your pocket. You touch the rabbit's foot and feel a sense of relief. Okay, so I guess it worked! And the music is even more cheerful. Hey, wait, what's up? We like being cooked! You showed up just in time for a first hour Pelican Town 8-ball tournament. Is that so? Don't worry, I've never played before. They're so aw. Yay, Elliot doesn't hate me. The world is right. It's easy, you just gotta put some mustard on the cute. What the f- You're not even playing, Shane. You played a round of pool with the boys. Oh, hell yes! I'm entering into my harem. Why choose? My reverse harem. Ow, shit. My reverse harem era. Bro has made a type. That is a top tier typo. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's actually kind of a glorious. Sebastian won, of course, but it was still a lot of fun. All right, great, cool. We did it. We survived. I am relaxed and enjoying myself. It's all good. That's it. With the rabbit's foot, because the thing is, if you don't have the rabbit's foot, they all dump you. I was surprised. I think the next day I would have lost 5 hearts with all of them. And then for a whole in-game week, they will cold shoulder you. They will not accept gifts, and they will remain like super pissed. I think that's what. So it's really the bigger consequences happen. I just didn't want to save my game and save the consequences, because you know we worked hard to get those 10 hearts. But when you have the rabbit's foot, it's like, oh, crisis averted. They have no idea they're all being played. Yay! But we've seen that. We'll trigger the girls scene. Wait, did I talk to I forgot if I talked to Krobus. I did. Streamer's a little out of it. we are dating all the men right now. All the eligible men, anyway. Did I ask what Son thought of it? Oh, you did not! I think he enjoyed it. I think he really enjoyed it. He calls it a technical masterpiece. He, like me, does not like the couple. Like, he really doesn't like... I think he couldn't stand Cody. But he was also playing as Cody. But he thinks they're both, like, toxic as hell. He had a point where... that sometimes the game was so... like, the poor girl, their poor daughter... where it was like, this is so horrible, like, he burst out laughing, like shock humor. Like, the elephant scene was so horrific that it in a very dark humor kind of way, it was like, oh, we're really doing this. Like, I mean, I doubt he would have liked playing as May. Yeah. Well, I think there were some segments where, like, May had the more badass, like, tool. But I know that he vibed with the, like, the gimmicks, the different gimmicks. He hated the book. Well, kinda hated the book. We were both just, very, like, wow, this book is, still talking. Dude, me and Nova were laughing at that. Yeah. I think we were both... I was like, oh my god, they actually did this, and we did admittedly laugh. Because it was so... wrong that it ended up just... My husband laughed really, really hard. I still didn't... Yeah, I didn't care for the book. I love the book! It was just... It was like one of those... Like, I loved the bit where it was like, I found the book in the trash can! It's like, where'd you get this? In the trash! That was pretty great. He's my favorite. Well, the mustache is glorious. We weren't even laughing for the shock humor. I just think me and her are just... Oh, no. Your sense of humor kind of sounds like ours. Here's my thing, is that I get, like, people who... You know, it's very Pixar-like. I mean, Pixar has its dark and messed up moments, too. But I can understand... I don't know if I'd call it a controversy, but the internet seems to think it's a controversy. I can understand why that scene probably, like, shocked people. I can understand that. But I'm also, like... I read a lot of dark fiction, like really dark, like really messed up fiction, where characters you are supposed to love do really, really messed up things. But, like, I don't know, I'm so... I don't know. I just... It was set up to be like this extremely over-cutesified thing, that it does just kind of end up being funny when it happens, in a really dark way. It's just... You guys read? I totally get people can be sensitive for that scene, but also in fairness, what the fuck else were Cody and May supposed to do? I mean, I don't know. My first thought, this is just me, is to not make my kid cry. Like, I get the tears, I get the logic, but it was just... For me, that scene was a reminder of, hey, this couple is so dang selfish, this is how their logic works. Like, in their brain. So it was, ooh, okay, we're getting up there. Let's see. It was done in a very clever... And then, unsurprisingly, it was not the answer. But it's a natural narrative trajectory. These characters are so self-absorbed that, of course, they're going to prioritize their own, you know, whatever... Because they're focused on their own intentions, and it was in character. Like, the idea of, yeah, let's destroy Cutie the elephant, was very in line with their character. So from a narrative perspective, I thought it was written brilliantly. What the hell is this? Oh, it's sugar. I don't know I had sugar. Huh. Okay. Potatoes? Oh my god, okay. I don't feel like making preserves. The elephant was an evil tyrant. Down with the king! Yeah, I'm also... I don't know. I read a lot of, like, gothic fiction, and I do have a morbid, like, sense of humor. I do understand the validity, because I do know people who did not like it. Like, they were disturbed by the scene. And I get it. Like, I do get that. But I'm also... Why the hell did that prompt me to eat the sunflower? That's kind of amazing. She forgot this existed. Wow, look at all these seeds. Alright. What the heck is this? Alright, lots of sunflowers, I guess. Alright, that's, I think I'm maxed out at this point. Grab some coal. The elephant was a queen, but yes. Queen! The binoculars said she saw Rose cry in the dolls ride. In a world that a spell was made with Rose crying in the dolls, is it really far-fetched that getting cried on? No, I agree! I completely agree with that logic. It's perfectly narratively, sound. And I don't know. My thing is, I read a lot of dark stuff. I consume a lot of, like, dark media. I like horror. I don't mind things being a little, like, uncomfortable. So I thought it was great as a narrative device. I actually don't mind when stories are like, oh... So I have, you know, we all have our hard... I think we all have our hard limits. I've scared off 5 crows. Cool. The beach mouse here has not encountered any crows yet. It absolutely sucked. Oh, sure, sure. But, you know. It is what it is. At the same time, Rose physically could not interact with the dolls. Yeah. That is very true. Alright, guys. What a blast this has been. This has been a fantastic stream. Like, really and truly. Wow. Emotionally much turmoil. I love a good turmoil story. Like, I don't, so no, I won't give any spoilers, but I finished a book recently. And I loved, actually, all the books that I finished, and one of the books I'm beta reading, the first book, I'm going to be beta reading the rest of the series moving forward. And I love a book that just ends in complete and total devastation, where, like, the book I recently finished had this enemies to lovers arc, but by the end of that book, and it ends on a cliffhanger because there's going to be more. The couple detest each other. They are enemies once more. There was like a very aggressive betrayal. All went lost. Everything went to shit. And I'm just eating it all up like, hell yes, give me this. Give me more of this. The so-called, what the cool people are saying is emotional damage. Like, I love that. And when it's done well, it's beautiful and devastating, and it hurts so good. Logically, I don't understand where they're coming from. Would you want to get stuck as a doll on an acid trip? Fair. No, that's terrifying. Who's going to pay the bills? They didn't really have the luxury of time. That is fair. No, that is fair. That's actually valid, too. Is logistically, they're in panic mode, and they're trying to move forward with their divorce, so, you know, it makes sense for better or worse. Alright, I'm going to just check and make sure... Let me check and make sure that I shut the barn. Alright, so I want to try to do some fun stuff in June. I haven't really fully thought it through. The first thought that I have is, and I will confirm it when I get the green light. But only because we're dealing with just some car stuff that needs attention to, so I don't know if I can do this. But my first thought is that on Friday, I'd like to do a bonus stream, and maybe we'll informally call it, like, celebrating affiliate or something. I don't know yet. But the thing I want to do is return to a game that I streamed, like, 12 years ago. So it's the King's Quest, a very specific remake. Now that I've got it kind of working, I'd like to return to that, and I'd love to stream that on Friday. That way we're not interrupting the groove of the Stardew. Stardew, I think once I get back to Ginger Island and can unlock perfection, that'll be the last on this file. And then on this file, we'll gently, let this file be what it will be. I'm trying to think what else. What is this going to share? Ooh, let me read this real quick. And if they didn't try to get a solution quick, Rose might have actually succeeded in running away. The elephant was a means to an end. You know, Alex, I like that. I love that interpretation. I really like that. Because it's true. It's true. I think art, when art makes us feel things, even the negative things, art has arted. Art has done a good. And the elephant seems to be like it's. I looked it up because when we were talking about it the first time, before I'd finished the game, I looked it up because I wanted to see the buzz, and I found so much stuff. Like so many people were, like I've stopped playing this game after that. So like that level, and it was kind of entertaining. I get it. I do get that perspective, but I like this perspective. I like your perspective too. The ending was rushed. I kind of would have liked to see that particular scene potentially redeemed, but I like the open-ended nature of we don't really know what's going to happen to the couple, but the couple has found something on their journey. And it's kind of open to the players, those who consumed the story, to determine, well, what happened? Did they end up getting back together? Did they divorce, but it was an amicable divorce? What happened to this family? Like that's fascinating. I'm glad to know that it took two. I'm very happy for you guys. Well, thank you again. We are both so... I can't tell you how grateful we both are. I mean, I can, and we've tried to show that in the ways that are... What do you call it? But it was a delight. It was such a joy. And I'm like part of being like the streaming and stuff and everything. I know I fixate on games. Like I could have continued Minecraft. I like the Stardew, and I'm glad that we're doing Stardew, but like there's so much out there. There's so many good games. Is the playthrough on the YouTubes? It is, booties. It is. It's still in progress. We're finished and we're just uploading. Part 4 was up. Yeah, part 4 went live yesterday. You get to see my dipshit gameplay, and you get to see my husband trolling me and laughing so hard about it. Alex, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you've been watching it. Oh, that's hype. Oh, booties, that's such an honor. Again, son is a yeah, but he's my troll. I adore him. He gets a green light. He gets a green light for it. It's just that is our vibe. That is actually our vibe. Like even in real life. Like I can't tell our first year of dating, Alex, oh my god. The things that he trolled me like hard on, not hard on out of don't take that out of context, but that he is a professional troll, and it's kind of glorious. But it brings him so much joy. Like it brings him so much joy that it's like, well, I can't be mad at him because he's like so happy. But yeah. On Friday, if I can, and I'll confirm it I'll confirm it when I know that I can do this. Is I do want to do a bonus stream this Friday. And this Friday is gonna be ideally King's Quest 1, fully voice acted. It'll be super. I'm excited because I love that game. I streamed it way back in the day. I'm very rusty. I don't remember, but I think that's gonna be part of the fun of it. And the voice acting, I think, is very good. I find it delightful. It's a point and click, true point and click, where it's all just mouse. There's not even a keyboard component. It is all just with the mouse. So, I'll confirm. If I cannot do it, I will let everyone know in the Discord. But, you heard it here. Hopefully there will be a bonus stream on Friday. Yeah, my brain is fried about the, like, if I can get my, what's it called? My Switch dock and, like, capture card set up. It'd be fun to kind of do like something like Jamboree, like Mario Party Jamboree on stream. Like I think that could be really cute. I'm not an ambitious player. I just kind of vibe. So I know I will not be winning. I mean it's RNG, but I don't have I have not developed a strategy for gaining stars. I just kind of play. But I think that could be fun. Mario Kart, I don't have the new Mario Kart. Well, I don't have a Switch 2. But we could do, like, Mario Kart Deluxe. Could be fun. I'm trying to think of other multiplayer games. Like, one-off multiplayer games. I mean, I could do either a Java or a Bedrock realm. Not a server. But, I'm tossing some ideas to see if anything, like, sticks. But I could do a one-off. Let's just, fool around. So one idea that could be fun for a one-off is get a hardcore like realm going, and let whitelisted members of chat join, and just fool around. Be like multiplayer. but we could do something like that. And that could be like a recurring, like once every week, once every 2 weeks, we turn that realm on, and whoever wants to hang out can hang out. But the only thing is, if it's hardcore, the one-off component is like, see who survives by the end of stream. Like if you die kind of thing. But the thing that sucks with that is that if streamer dies, I can only spectate. And then it could happen. That's the thing, is it could happen where it's like, well, streamer is just gone. Day 2 got eaten by a polar bear, or, fell in the lava, and I don't know. So, but these are just some ideas of many. But I know that Minecraft has come up as an interest thing. So I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't die. That's true. Like, I just bury myself in the ground and, who wants to? I don't know. But I'm gonna end stream for now, so I do have to get going. Sadly. But yeah, I'll keep some ideas going. I may not do like one like affiliate seller, because I don't know. Like, I don't know how to. I should learn how to do like a special thing. I can't at this time do like no 24-hour streams. Yeah, but I don't know. We've got a lot. There's a lot to think about. And I think what I may do is just for the month of June, just try to fit in streams. Now, there are a couple of Fridays I have like doctor's appointments and just bullshit. But this Friday and potentially, no, it's just this Friday, because next Friday is my doctor's appointment. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to get going for now. Next stream will just be tomorrow, same time, and it'll be more of the same, more Stardew, more maxing out relationships, and yeah, and I'll share more as I know more. But thank you all.